So following that video that I did showing the real world difference between performance on a external SSD when plugged into a USB 2 or a USB 3 port, I've been asked to do the same but with a traditional drive rather than an SSD. So I've got an external Western Digital 2.5 inch drive. It's USB 3, but I'm currently got it plugged into my laptop, which only has USB 2 ports. So let's have a look at the disk performance first. So if we pop into the speed test, just make sure I select the right drive. There we go, it's called external. We'll do a 2 gig test file, which is there. So let's have a look. As you can see, the figures are not really any different to what we were getting with the SSD, showing that the limit really here is the USB 2 port. By comparison, for example, if I stop that, let's have a look at a drive that's running on FireWire 800. That would be that one. So if I run the same test on that drive, you should see that the FireWire, even the FireWire 800, is significantly faster than the USB 2, but to be fair, that's what you'd expect. So let's have a look at the time taken to transfer files. If I open up my drive, there it is. I've got a 3 gig ISO here. Let's have a look. It's 3.6 gig, so let's copy it across and just see roughly how long it takes. Okay. Conversely, let's have a look and see what it takes going in the other direction, because that's usually a bit faster. Let me just get rid of it off my machine. What we'll do is just copy it back. That's done now. So let's pop across and have a look at the same operations, but when running under USB 3. So here we are on the iMac. This is a late 2012 unit, I think. So it's got USB 3 ports on. So let's have a look at the same drive, but this time connected via USB 3. So I'm going to fire up the disk speed test. Just going to make sure I've got the right external drive selected. There we go. It's external that we want, that one. It's a 2 gig test file, so let's test that. It's no great surprise really, but it is significantly faster than over USB 2. Obviously it's going to be. And there we go. So what we'll do now is let's try that copy operation and just see what the differences are. So there's my drive. I'm now just going to copy that same 3.6 gig ISO across to it, and we'll just see roughly how long it takes. There we go, that's done. Conversely, let's do the same test. We'll copy it back to the desktop. So I'm going to delete it from my desktop. And I'm going to copy it back. So let's see how long that takes. and that's finished. Of course, it's no great surprise that it's going to be a lot faster over USB 3. It's just interesting to see what it looks like in the real world rather than just looking at stats.